programming. This is a national emergency. Please stand by. Please stand by. Please stand by. A representative of the President of the United States will be speaking on it shortly.
This message has been given an authorized transmission by order of the North American Aerospace Defense Command, Air Force Global Strike Command, and the United States government. This is not a test. Repeat, this is not a test. NORAD has detected 15 intercontinental ballistic missiles from an unknown source approaching the United States. These missiles are presumed to be carrying nuclear warheads and are heading to various locations across the nation. These locations include the following: Tampa, Florida; Dallas, Texas; Columbus, Ohio; Milwaukee, Wisconsin; Las Vegas, Nevada; Phoenix, Arizona; San Francisco, California; Salt Lake City, Utah; Washington, D.C., Nashville, Tennessee; Atlanta, Georgia; Chicago, Illinois; Augusta, Maine; Frankfort, Kentucky; and Seattle, Washington. If you are currently residing within these areas or live within 200 miles of these areas, please seek shelter immediately to avoid exposure to fallout. Fallout is a byproduct of nuclear detonations. Fallout is invisible to the human eye and is fatal due to prolonged exposure. Fallout later reduces to safe levels within 14 days. The missiles are expected to make impact within the next 10 to 15 minutes. Please make immediate measures to ensure your survival and to bring all necessary supplies to last for 14 days. These should include the following: food, water, clothing, medical supplies, and a battery-powered or hand-cranked radio. If you are currently in possession of any animals, please take them with you. While times may look bleak right now, I urge you all to keep your heads high and to remain faithful during this dark time. Citizens of the United States, please heed this message. And my message: may God bless you, and may God bless the United States.
That was a message from a representative of the President of the United States. We now return to the emergency alert system.
Please remain tuned for all updates pertaining to this national crisis. We interrupt our programming. This is a national emergency. Please stand by. Please stand by. Please stand by. Please await another message from the representative of the President of the United States.
The following message is once again being transmitted by order of the North American Aerospace Defense Command, Air Force Global Strike Command, and the United States government. If you are currently receiving this message, please pay close attention to details presented in this transmission. It has been revealed that some of the locations expected to be impacted by nuclear attacks were in error. NORAD radar had miscalculated the exact locations in the United States, and impacts are now expected to occur in different locations. It has also been revealed that impact times were also miscalculated. Nuclear strikes are now expected to occur within the next 2 to 3 minutes. The locations of Milwaukee, Washington, D.C., Frankfurt, Las Vegas, and Columbus are no longer under direct impact from nuclear strikes. However, fallout will continue to be presented as an indirect danger. New locations expected to be impacted are as follows: Wheaton, Illinois, Fort Worth, Texas, Des Moines, Iowa, Little Rock, Arkansas, and Denver, Colorado. All previous locations mentioned in the previous alert are still in danger of nuclear strikes and should be handled with the utmost urgency. If you have not sought a shelter at this time, immediately locate any shelter within your vicinity within the next 60 seconds. Failure to do so will result in death. NORAD apologizes for the fatal inconvenience and is not expecting any forgiveness, as they wish for the safety of all in the United States. Please do ensure your safety immediately. Once more, may God bless you, and may God bless the United States.
That was another message from a representative of the President of the United States. We once again return you to the emergency alert system.
Please continue to follow instructions from all media outlets on this ongoing emergency. Catastrophic and unforeseen outcome of recent airstrikes. The following message is transmitted at the request of the North American Aerospace Defense Command, Air Force Global Strike Command, and the United States government. All missiles have impacted their locations and have resulted in unexpected outcomes upon impact. The locations mentioned in previous alerts have been reported to have been vaporized upon each missile making impact, and craters measuring 70 miles in diameter have been left in place. All civilians, animals, and all other materials within the vicinity have also been vaporized, and it is currently unknown how many casualties have occurred. Fallout is not present in the vicinity of the craters, and is not present in other locations near the impact zones. The content of the missiles is unknown, and investigation is said to occur in order to locate the source of the attack. Debris poses a threat to those affected by the shockwaves produced by the explosions. It is considered safe to leave all shelters, however, please be aware of falling structures and debris. 911 services may be down, and it is advised to seek medical treatment if injured. Relief teams are currently en route to assist those affected by the attacks. Instructions for preservation of safety will be transmitted on all stations upon conclusion of this broadcast, and you are advised to tune in for all information pertaining to any relief efforts. This activation of the emergency alert system will now cease, and all normal programming will now resume at this time. The United States government thanks all citizens for cooperating during this emergency.
Good evening. We have just received new information about the recent airstrikes that have recently occurred. Upon details being revealed about the destruction of the cities impacted, it is said that the reason for the vaporization of these cities is due to antimatter being used in place of nuclear warheads. This is a skeptical claim, as antimatter is very expensive to produce and is even more expensive to use for antimatter weapons. While more investigations are being launched in order to disprove this theory, this is said to be the most plausible theory. It is possible that new and experimental weapons may have been used, however, there is no evidence to support this. Those that have survived the attacks will be taken to various locations where survivor camps have been set up in order to ensure the safety and well-being of the survivors. The United States Armed Forces will be escorting survivors to the locations set by military officials. Once military officials arrive at your location, please follow all instructions given to you. Your location will be revealed to you upon their arrival. If you choose not to leave, please tie a white towel or cloth in a visible location so officials know not to escort you, or you may choose to inform them when they arrive. Being escorted is not mandatory, although it is recommended if you are low on supplies. We will have more information at 7 o'clock.